I'm Darren Munoz on Channel 5. News about the National Woman Party is huge throughout the U.S. as American women celebrate their achievement of finally receiving their voting rights. Their extraordinary struggle against all odds is truly amazing, as democracy in America is forever changed for a better future. Here's a documentary video about the National Women's Party and the evolution of democracy. The goal of the National Women's Party was to secure an amendment to the United States Constitution, enfranchising women, and to pass the Equal Rights Amendment, in which they have truly accomplished it. The key people involved in this historical change were Alice Paul and Lucy Burns. Alice Paul was an American suffragist, feminist, and women's rights activist, and the main leader of the National Women's Party and strategist of the 1910s campaign for the 19th Amendment. Lucy Burns was an American suffragist and women's rights advocate. She was a passionate activist in the United States and in the United Kingdom. Burns was a close friend of Alice Paul, and together they ultimately formed the National Women's Party. Both of these women rallied against the then conservative Democratic Party, handing them a series of election losses before working toward developing their own political party. They were both arrested repeatedly for continuing their picketing and protesting campaigns in Washington, D.C., but their message was finally heard, and the 19th Amendment of the United States Constitution was finally officially ratified in 1920. The enactment of the amendment initiated a 14-month campaign for ratification by 36 states. Finally, on August 18, 1920, Tennessee became the 36th state to ratify the 19th Amendment, and on August 26, Secretary of State Bainbridge Colby signed the 19th Amendment into law. This amendment into the Constitution of the United States permanently secured the right to vote for every American citizen. The 19th Amendment states the right of citizens of the United States to vote should not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. The 19th Amendment played a pivotal role in promoting reproductive rights for women, ushering in a new voting population with a political agenda that will ultimately legalize contraception and abortion. Women also experienced economic progress as a result, with the increased availability of family planning services and supplies, allowing more women to enroll in higher education and enter professional occupations. From the birth of the United States to present day, both men and women have worked and fought against everything to form this most perfect union.